Italian technology.
Okay.
Once again, we are here with Mr. Robert Petrosky, inventor and chief designer of Garrett metal detectors. We are very honored to have you here for our readers of the AMD metal detecting team. And before going deep with some specific questions about technology and new machines from Garrett, I would like to share some rememberings with you with the true legend of metal detecting, Mr. Dr. Charles Garrett, worldwide famous and true pioneer. Can you tell us about this charismatic figure? I'm sure that really lead the way.
Yes, I've known Charles Garrett for more than 50 years, and it's been a great pleasure working with him and working with the company. We've had great success, great opportunities, and it was very much a result of his ingenuity and his commitment to the business and his love for treasure hunting, for metal detecting. He never lost sight of finding things, and also never lost sight of his customer base. It was very important that he pleased them and make very good detectors and very good service for them. That was his success. And I know the family very well. Mrs. Garrett, Eleanor, and Vaughn continue working with the business. Even though Mr. Garrett is no longer with us, that we can expect the company to continue as it has in the past, because Charles put together a great team for marketing and engineering, and we will continue to do.
Thank you. So after paying this very important tribute to Mr. Dr. Garrett, I would like to ask you which are your backgrounds, your academical backgrounds, and when you did that get started to get interested in metal detecting?
It's a very interesting story. My uncle worked with Charles Garrett before he started Garrett Metal Detectors. My uncle was a technician and helped Charles build the very first metal detectors. And he introduced me to Mr. Garrett, and at that time I was in high school. So when I was in college, he would always say, when you have time at home, come work. And so I have my bachelor's in electrical engineering at the University of Texas and my master's degree at Southern Methodist University. So when I graduated from college, I looked for work, and it was a great opportunity to be an engineer designing a product, and that's what I wanted to do. So it was a very small company in Garland, Texas. Never did I think it would be an international powerhouse in the business.
Are you interested in metal detecting, obvious metal detecting too, or just you work for a company that... are you a hobbyist treasure hunter too, or no?
Not so much.
Not so much.
But I understand and have been on many expeditions because it's very important. You cannot just be an engineer. You have to know the requirements for metal detecting and talk to the customers. So, I'm very fortunate I've developed an engineering team who really do love metal detecting. And so they're out in the field a lot, learning, talking to customers. And whenever we design products, we have the customer's needs in mind.
Thank you. I have to read because I'm so emotionated. So these late years, a lot of improvement using digital technology raised the level of the performance in metal detecting. DSP, digital machine, multi-frequency detectors, also upgradable units that can be upgradable with software connection and wireless. You may see that stuff over there. But do you think we're about to see a really quantum leap, another quantum leap from the technology point of view? Is there something really hot, really new, outstanding in the near future, or just a little bit of a day?
I've been designing metal detectors for 45 years, and in fact, when I started with metal detectors, we did not have ground balance, we did not have discrimination. The basic Garrett metal detector had 5 transistors. The fancy equipment had 9 transistors. So I've had the opportunity to watch the evolution of metal detectors. And I don't know that there ever is a quantum leap. Occasionally there will come a technology that, and it's not just the technology, but it's the application of the technology that really changes the landscape. So I really predict that it will be incremental. You know, our engineering staff, you know, we know continuous wave, we know multi-frequency, we know pulse, we know loss detectors, so we do all the technologies, and so when we go to design a product, we have a broad understanding of what it takes. Digital technology, digital signal processing is definitely a great opportunity. We've used that for many years, but with electronics getting more sophisticated, easier, wireless communication is becoming very easy. You can see combinations of all of those. But the main thing is, whatever we do has to help us find metal.
Yeah.
You know, we can create a lot of knobs to turn, but we have to find metal.
Yeah, sure. Another tricky question. Europeans manufacturers are growing very fast this year, especially from the east of Europe. You know, Bulgaria, Turkey. You know, some company where just small companies are becoming bigger and bigger and proposing very competitive machines.
Yes.
And also, you know, the French manufacturer XP is doing a very good work to seize the market here in Europe. What we should expect from Garrett to take again the leading of the market here in Europe too, as you've done for many years.
Well, from my perspective, Garrett leads the market in Europe, and will continue to do so. The opportunity to see manufacturers in Europe, that's very much a result of metal detecting being accepted around the world. It used to be an American hobby or American activity, but and we've always worked to move into new markets. But it's with social media, with people being able to communicate, it has exploded around the world. So as far as the competitors here, I think it's great because we've always been competitive and we've always had strong competitors in the United States, and it's that competition that makes us better.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. The last VLF machine from Garrett was, if I remember wrong, 80 Gold, and just before the 80 Gold. Someone thinks that the 80 Gold is just a slight improvement with some interesting, unique features like the balancing window and so on. But you know, people is waiting for a new top-of-the-line VLF machine and a new competitive entry level, because the A series with the Euro Ace or Ace 350 is somehow a little bit aged, and a lot of competitors started introducing very interesting entry-level machine that could keep the marketplace of the. So can we expect some new top of the line and a new entry level in the near future, maybe this year?
I have never been one to quote timetables. For one reason is competitively it's not a good thing, but the other is we will never bring out a detector until we thoroughly test it. So you can make improvements in the laboratory, but until you get out on the field and prove it.
Are you in the field right now?
Yes, we actually do.
Yeah. Do we think that for Christmas we should expect some end of this?
I can tell you that we're working on all of those products.
Yeah.
We're committed to a full line of products.
Yet another nasty casting. Lots of Italian treasure hunters love to go to the beach, surf, to look for gold rings, and they are ready to spend a lot of money for you're buying a new, versatile, powerful machine that goes very well on the beach. You know, you have the Infinium, the Sea Hunter, the 80X, but I don't think the 80 Pro is also submersible, but you know, three of them are pulse induction, so the discrimination is not their best feature. And the 80 Pro that is capable to go underwater, I don't think it's really designed for a continuous underwater operation because of this ergonomics and stuff like this. So people would like to have a new, really waterproof machine, something like CTX 3030, but that works. It doesn't sink. Are you working to this kind of machine too?
We will be. I cannot say that's one of our first priorities, but in time we will have to address those markets. It's an important market. In saltwater hunting,
yeah.
You know, every technology, continuous wave, multi-frequency, pulse induction, has its advantages and limitations, and so the trick is to how to choose the right technology. And again, with digital signal processing and coil design and good choices to make the best product for a particular application.
Right.
Again, the AT Pro works well on the beach, but it's not designed specifically.
It's not designed specifically. Yeah. Well, I've made this question to a lot of other engineers, from Carl Moreland at Thermal Waltz Electronics to Alain Guibé of XP, or engineer Ruben Canet from DTEC, asking if the pulse induction, that is relatively a new technology, because it wasn't very well developed as much as the VLF was done with the DSP and so on. I think that a lot of those engineers told me that the pulse induction is just young in somehow, because there's a lot to do. Do you think that pulse induction will be the leading technology in the near future, or do you still continue to think that VLF induction balance will lead the way for years?
Personally, I think that, I recognize there are many types of metal detecting, many ground situations, many looking for various targets, discrimination, all the choices, and the pulse induction is a very strong technology, and again, we've developed quite a bit. I really think that VLF will be the most used technology for a long time. Pulse induction will definitely get better. It will work in some very specific places, but for general hunting, VLF is very, very good.
I just placed this question because I've done a lot of research on patents from my lab, from White's Electronics and so on, and I'm watching them doing a lot of research about pulse induction, so sure. I'm keeping track of your patents. Okay, just the last two questions, and I... Well, Modern Digital Works is strongly embracing the concept of open source software. You can find Android on the smartphone, on ATM machine, even on soda can distributors. Right. There's a company that started to embrace this philosophy, and it's my lab with the CTX 3030 that you can find a part of the source code of their platform on their website. Right. Do Garrett will join this new era of development of the upgradable machines with software, open source software?
There are no plans to do that at this point. Okay. Again, building a metal detector is a lot more than software. There's technology choices, there's coil design, there's physical styling, yep. There's software that's a user interface, which is the most likely to make open source core code, so you can have a lot of knobs to turn. Yeah. Our experience is that the metal detectors with a lot of knobs have never really been all that successful. Okay. So we will, what we do is we study and we go out in the field with our computers, we gather information, we go back to the laboratory, we analyze the information, so that's very complex. Someone who does not have the full knowledge of the electronics and technology available will not be able to do as effective a job in writing software as someone who knows the entire system as we do.
Yeah, perfect. The last question, and I will stop boring you. This is a little bit, this is nasty. I hope you don't get offended. It's so difficult to fix the A-series problem, producing false signals when you bump the coil over the ground. Because every people that I know tell that when you beat the coil of the Aster 250 or 350, just have a small false signal. So for beginners, it's very uncomfortable to understand. So it's so difficult to fix that. Do you think this is too nasty?
Well, no, I tend to disagree because we have many customers. The Ace 250 is probably one of the most successful products in the world, and that is, we get our customers.
It's the first time that you heard that bumping the coil over the ground makes full signal.
Of course you can, you can create a situation where, it's a mechanical system.
Yeah.
So if you want a stronger mechanical system, you add weight. Okay. You have to make choices. So, but it's not reported as a problem at all.
This was a provocation because in Italy maybe we are not so lucky that.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes it's mechanical, sometimes it's soil.
Okay.
There's many variables, but for the most part, it's not reported as a problem.
Okay. I really thank you for your patience and giving me this opportunity. If you want to say something else to our readers, you are free to tell whatever you want.
I want to say it's been my pleasure to be here. The Italian people are very friendly, and it's been a great honor and a lot of fun to be here. And I thank you for spending some time with me.
Thank you.
I've been in the business for a long time, and I, with the rest of the Garrett engineering team and the rest of the company, are very committed to making all our customers happy. So we like to listen, we like to talk, and we intend to be successful for a long time. So thank you for having me.
Questo è tutto da me, Leonardo Ciocca di AMD Tech Team, Robert Podraschi, Leading Engineer of Garrett Electronics. Ci vediamo tutti al raduno di IDI, i detectoristi italiani, il 9-10 maggio in provincia di Sernia. Grazie ancora.